Hello, my friends, family, and esteemed colleagues. I was asked to address rosacea. Now, what is the best way? Then to visit our estimated experts on this topic and the science behind it. And we go here, as often I do, to Mayo Clinic because, not that I'm picking on them, but they really spew the scientific facts, so I can quickly go through them and show you the nonsensical truth that this science is saying, truth in quotes. Okay, so rosacea. What is rosacea? Okay, rosacea is a common skin condition that causes flushing or long-term redness on your face. It also may cause enlarged blood vessels, like spider veins, pus-filled bumps. Some symptoms may flare for weeks. Okay, rosacea can be mistaken for acne, dermatitis, or another baloney so-called diseases. And then what is important, what they tell you here, look at this, there is no cure for rosacea, but you may be able to control it with medicine. You know, poison the shit out of them and you control them. Okay, so symptoms. Okay, do we have to be told what symptoms is? When you look like you have been baked on sun with pimples coming and pleaks coming out on your face, you very well know that something is wrong with your skin, right? So visible veins, swollen bumps, burning sensation, eye problems. You can actually have swollen eyelids as well, no? Enlarged nose, the skin, well, we'll get to it. We'll get to the truth later. Let's now continue with the medicine nonsense of their science. Okay, so causes. Okay, the cause of rosacea is unknown. Wow, shoot. I would not know that doctors don't know the cause. It couldn't be due to, it could be due to genetics, of course. You gotta look at genetics. You know, someone in your family has it, you know, that's it. Rosacea is not caused by poor hygiene, and you can catch it from other people. No shit, Sherlock. Okay, so the flare-ups might be brought on by sun or wind exposure, hot drinks, spicy foods, alcohol, very hot and cold temperatures, hot and cold, okay, emotional stress, exercise, okay. Risk factors. Anyone can develop rosacea, but you may be more likely to develop it if you have skin that burns easily in the sun, are between the age 30 or 35, so try to skip that age. You know, try not to be 30 to 35 because you may be in fear of getting this rosacea stuff. Have a history of smoking. Have a family member with rosacea. We gotta peg this to a genetic problem. Okay, so now, okay, diagnosis and treatment. Let me see what do they have here for us. Diagnosis, well, we know what it is. You see it, you know it. Treatment. Okay. If your symptoms don't improve with the self-care tips below, talk with a member of healthcare and let them medicate you, okay? Or laser treatment can be used, let burn your face up. Okay, medicines. Several medications are used to help control the symptoms. Okay, they don't mention it here, but most likely will end up on steroids at the end. Why? Because it's inflammation, no? Okay, gels or other products applied to the skin. Let's poison the skin so rosacea goes away. This is what we always do. Antibiotic, of course, acne medication, by mouth, okay, so poison your whole body, a laser treatment. Okay, so what did we learn? Nothing. Lifestyle and home remedies. Identify, avoid things that make your symptoms worse. Very good. Protect your face. Yeah, that's going to help. Treat your skin gently. Yeah, don't use sandpaper. Okay, finally something constructive. Reduce facial symptoms with makeup. Yeah, slap makeup on it. That actually helped to create it. Very, very good. Alternative medicine, massaging face. All right. Okay, appointments, what you can do. Okay. Well, basically, if you go to look for help to your health expert called doctor and specialist called dermatologist, you are going to end up being more poisoned. And as they tell you, there is no way they can heal you. They cannot cure you, what they say, which means they cannot even maintain status quo. They will continue poisoning you, and it's going to get worse. So maybe we should now go and discuss the truth. Okay, my friends, let's switch from science to science. What is skin? Skin is the barrier that protects our body, but also serves for other purposes. Through skin we can absorb. We can absorb moisture, we can absorb water, we can absorb minerals. And the same way we can, through skin, expel things out from our bodies. I explained through my work that skin is the third cleansing organ of our body. So when kidneys fail, when we cannot eliminate through colon, when toxicity of the blood increases to the third level, the highest possible toxicity, then skin will be used to eliminate the toxins. As the toxins start coming through the skin, skin becomes highly toxic. Cells refuse to hydrate. We are going to go into very acidic cells because when they cannot hydrate, they cannot cleanse their acids that they produce, and they gradually become more and more toxic. And I explained that whenever we are talking about toxicity, then it's related to toxic blood and detox in general. So wherever, now we skew it to the skin, whichever part of the skin will have a faster blood flow, more toxins are going to end up there, and the skin is going to get damaged first. Usually, we are talking about places where skin rubs. So if you are fat, obese, and your thighs are rubbing when you are walking, well, this promotes faster circulation because place has to be always cooled down where it's rubbing, and you are going to have problems with the skin there. In prepucium, underneath in your armpits. If you have a skin flaps, obesity, then you will sweat there more. Well, this is when it's going to happen. Very often is the upper part of the head, because it's very well vascularized, so a lot of blood goes here. And this is why we lose hair first, right in that area. And face is always exposed to the sun. So it needs cooling. Even when you are clothed, you're protecting your body from the sun, but not the face. We used to wear hats. Very few people do now. And sun will heat up the face. Then blood has to go there to cool it off. So you have a more circulation, higher circulation, more toxins. So you are actually making the skin of your face toxic, but also the blood vessels that supply it, because more flow is there. And you are starting to show varicose veins on the face. They call them spider veins because they are small. And also arteries may show. So you may have a red and blue vein, blood vessels showing up. No? Look like a spider web, called spider veins and arteries. The worst thing is yet in women, because they put makeup. And even if it's not makeup, little powder. Powder is terrible. It's inorganic. And it will get, talcum powder gets absorbed, but slowly accumulates in the body, because people with skin problems are very dehydrated. You cannot have skin problem if you are well hydrated, if your blood is hydrated. You will not have these problems, because you will not bring toxicity anywhere. So body will cool off perfectly, and even if you get sunburned, you are not going to have these pleaks with a toxic plasma under, because there is no toxicity. So blood will cool the place, lymph will cool the place, go back into circulation. There is not going to be delay because of toxicity. Everything works properly, everything is fine. Why more and more people are ending up having rosacea? Because we are being poisoned and we are more and more toxic. So these things occur more frequently. This is why we also have more cancers. This is why we have more chronic diseases. Children are already born toxic. Then they are being with some more toxin. What do you expect? So we start having problem. Now rosacea mostly is on a face, again, because face is exposed to sun. So heat, so it has to cool more. Toxic blood brings more toxins, and this is where you're going to start having these problems. But you may as well have them on a back where clothing is uncomfortable, maybe scratching you, itching you. Again, it will increase the blood circulation in the area. There will come rosacea. If you have habit of scratching yourself, rosacea will happen. Because again, you are irritating the skin. More blood circulation increases, and toxic blood will create the problems. This is why they say, well, avoid sun. If you will avoid sun, then this will not gonna happen. But also avoid makeup, especially the toxic. All the makeup is toxic. So if you have it, make sure that you don't have it for a long time on the face. Put it on just before leaving the house and take it off as soon as you step back through the door, because you have to allow your skin to breathe. So again, you are not increasing the blood circulation, because what you don't clean from the outside, body tries to clean from the inside. So it will try to get rid of that stuff. It will increase the blood circulation. More lymph will come there to dissolve these things, to make the skin breathe. Since now we know that rosacea is caused by toxic blood and dehydration, because blood would not be toxic if it's well hydrated. It would cleanse. Less hydrated it is, less plasma we have in the blood, the less we are going to urinate, and we may end up with some diarrhea, which we don't like, so we suppress it. And we are forcing, actually, the increase of toxicity in the body, and finally the skin is going to feel the burden of it. And this is why in rosacea you have also the pimples. Now they call them bumps with pus. The pimples. Body is eliminating toxins in this way, because through pimple it uses least amount of water. It is eliminating it through fat. And you are very short on plasma in the body when you have these problems. So, of course, self-healer's protocol for rescue. You have to hydrate, and hydrate with plasma. Water with minerals. Diluted seawater, water with sea salt. But as soon as you start doing this, your rosacea is going to explode, because now level of blood plasma is increasing, level of blood is increasing, more lymph is coming there. And as soon as lymph enters this already very toxic area, subcutaneous, it becomes too toxic to flow back into the bloodstream. It's a self-preserving mechanism. Everything is controlled. So now your face is starting to get puffy. More blood is going to be directed there to hydrate and to try to get things out. You may start perspiring, sweating. But even for this, you need plasma. So if you are very dehydrated, you may even end up having a dry skin and rosacea. Skin becomes flaky. But as soon as you bring some plasma, it changes. So now you start sweating, actually. The body starts pushing things out, and you start getting scared of yourself, because you are going to look like a red monster. But you have to go through this, because if you want to heal, you gotta cleanse. Now, since doctors have not been trained to heal, they've been trained actually to create diseases by symptomatically poisoning already toxic areas of the body where symptoms occur. So you cannot expect from doctors to help you, especially specialists, dermatologists. Just check it out. The worst skin you will find on dermatologists, unless they are young, they are 25, 30, just fresh from the school, they are fine. Look at older dermatologists, 40, 45, 50, terrible skin. And health in general, because doctors don't know anything about how body works. Everything we are being told in medical school, school of medicine, or medicine as I call it, is contrary to the truth. So doctors are being trained how to create health problems, how to create chronic problems, without them understanding what they are doing. This is why everything becomes unsolvable problem, which is very simple to solve. 90% of things, 90% of symptoms that we refer as diseases can be eradicated through hydration, correct hydration. Not hydrating with liquids, as doctor says, but with plasma, which means you have to use a lot of what they tell you not to use. You have to use a lot of salt. God forbid the doctor would suggest salt. because they are deadly afraid of it. Because everything they know is contrary of the truth. Because this is how we have been indoctrinated through the stupid science spread around through Rockefeller Foundation that controls science. So if you have a problem with rosacea, start here's protocol. Start hydrating. Start eating correctly so you stop poisoning yourself. Don't use any makeup. To hydrate your skin a little bit, you can use coconut oil, but touch on a wet skin. Put a couple of drops of coconut oil and just rub them in. Or olive oil also can be used as a moisturizer. Important stuff is do not use soaps. A lot of them are filled with poisons. And if you can find some baby soap that is less toxic, use it gently and sporadically, not all the time, because your body is producing your protection. It shoots cholesterol out. You know, my skin is always oily. There's cholesterol. This is what protects me. It should protect everybody. So don't take it off. This alcohol swaps and always, look how much dirt is coming. You are taking all the protection off. And healing of the skin doesn't come from the outside. You cannot apply crap on the skin to heal it. Heal it comes from within. You have to cleanse the blood. You have to divert the detox into kidney and colon, away from skin. How you do that? By increasing plasma levels. Then you are going to have diarrhea. Having diarrhea, this is the fastest detox. You have to maintain the diarrhea. Drink as much plasma as necessary to maintain diarrhea daily. By doing this, you are diverting the cleansing to go from skin to go back into toxins, back into the blood, and through blood end up in a colon and kidneys. Kidneys have marginal capacity. They are the first, they take the little crap out, but the big capacity of detox is through colon, through a mucosal tissue. Now don't be alarmed if when you start you develop a fever, cough, and all the other symptoms of flu, because flu is nothing more than symptom of toxic blood and its detox. This is what flu is. There is no some mysterious tchotchke that causes flu. There is no medicine to kill it, because when you want to suppress it, yeah, you can suppress it with antibiotic. You put something very toxic to your body that stops cells from cleansing, that locks the body into defense mode. Cleansing stops, symptoms calm down. Well, this is not what you want. You want the stuff out of you. You want the toxins to leave your body. So you bite the bullet and allow your body to detoxify simply by hydrating. But hydrate correctly. Now, often I'm now receiving question, well, can't I just have more salt in my food and then have water separately? Because people mention, when I do that, I'm okay, but as soon as I drink plasma, I break up. My skin starts getting red and starts getting inflamed. Well, when you are taking salt on your food, then you receive the minerals, but the body constantly is monitoring everything. And you are bringing surplus of minerals. You don't have enough water for this. Your water level is here. Now your mineral comes up. Well, it's out of sync. It's out of alignment. It puts the body into bad electroconductivity. So it is designed to immediately start eliminating the surplus of minerals. Being it heavy metals, being any mineral, it will start eliminating if it's surplus. Iron, if it's surplus, eliminate it. Copper, if it's surplus, it will be eliminated. Mercury, it will be eliminated. Whatever is surplus and should not be, will be eliminated at that point. But to do this, everybody needs plasma. So urine is going to be more saturated, salty, and you are going to lose this. And this happens immediately as you eat. So you are raising the salt, and then body is immediately taking it out. You may be even thirsty during the meal. Very few people drink water when they are eating. We are actually being told, don't, because you will dilute the stomach acid. So they grab, okay, a little bit of red wine. Red wine is good, it has antioxidants, it's perfect. What a crap. And the crappy experts telling you this nonsense. You're actually creating more dehydration, because now body has to also eliminate the alcohol. So unless you drink water simultaneously as you're eating salt, so the body can balance. Okay, salt is rising, but so is water, so plasma level is increasing. But if you have salt and then you are continuing eating, the salt drops and goes into kidneys, goes into bladder, and now you lost some water, you lost some salt, some minerals, and now you finish your meal and you are getting a little thirsty, so you take a little bit of water. Now the water comes up, yeah, but salt level is already down. It will not come back from your bladder. It's impossible. So now your body goes, we got to eliminate the surplus of water. So you start urinating. Oh, I'm hydrated. You see, I'm urinating. It's because we don't understand the body. The best way and fastest hydration is done taking water and minerals together. So this way they are both being absorbed, and if the salt is too diluted, if it's not good level of minerals that you are getting, if it's out of balance, we are being told, no, you got to think, you cannot use all the salts, because maybe you just need this salt, maybe you need that salt, maybe you need, so you take this much of this salt. If symptoms are like this, you take this much of this salt. If symptoms are like that, you take this much of that other salt. This is nonsense, the bollocks. We can never match the capability, our abilities of our genetic system and our programming. It does it on its own. You just throw the shit in the body, and body is going to eliminate the surplus and keep what it wants. So you give it more salt, give it more water, give it more plasma, shoot it up, and body is going to immediately go, okay, there was a little bit too much minerals, so it loses some minerals out, loses some water, but you end up keeping hydrating. Best way. Never measure. You are not chemist. You are not auto mechanic because you drive a car. This robot is self-maintaining. It's programmed to do it. So just give it roughly what it needs, and it will balance up to a micron exactly what it needs in the level it exactly needs it. That's not your preoccupation. Robot knows what to do because it's created that way. But be ready, when you start, things always explode first. Then they start getting better and better and better. And then we go into second phase, when blood is becoming clean enough for cells to start hydrating. So cellular membrane receptor scans the blood and says, oh, we can hydrate, it's clean. And osmotic pump is being triggered. You start producing potassium, thickening your intracellular liquid, which starts passive osmotic absorption. And your cells start hydrating. As soon as they start hydrating, they find opportunity to throw away the biggest acids, what bothers them the most. And your blood becomes polluted more than it was ever before. And rosacea, pew, again explodes. So this is the second phase. And it's going to be like this for about 2 weeks. Sometimes longer, sometimes less. It all depends how long have you been dehydrated and how much junk did you store in your body and in which parts did you store it. So it's many, many different variables that will create different time frames of this healing process to take place. So timing cannot be predicted, but it is going to happen. For some people faster, for some people slower, but it is going to happen. And it is a lie that there is no healing, not cure. Forget about the word cure. Curing, pickling, it's preserving. You don't want to preserve. You want to heal your body. And healing comes through hydration and detox, and stop poisoning it by eating the crap that you are being told to eat by your experts. Remember, what experts tell you is contrary to the truth. The knowledge they receive is science. It has been scientifically manipulated. And because of this, it's contrary to the truth. So when dermatologist tells you, okay, don't eat fatty stuff. You see this fat you have here, this pimples that come, this pus, this is fat, that's, you know, you are eating fat. It's all gibberish. It's all nonsense. You are being lectured by scientific mind that has absolutely no clue of truth. Stop going to doctors. I expose my material for everyone to see. Please share it. Show it to your friends. They may not be interested, but show it to them. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm destroying science. I'm ripping it apart and showing you from so-called disease to disease how it's all related. It's all the same thing. And doctors cannot heal anybody because they don't know the basic thing about health, about how the body operates. What they know is to poison it through medicine. So start following the self-heal protocol. You know, I sell it on my site, but again, if you don't have money, just send me email, I'll send it to you. I'll send you the books. I have to make a living. This is why I put price tag on it, because I cannot, in this system, in this corrupt system, truth cannot survive legally. Everything I do is illegal. I'm selling non-iodized salt in a country where this is prohibited. So this is what we have to do. Finally, the system is collapsing, so the truth will be welcomed soon, and then we will learn the truth and we will quickly heal ourselves. But right now we are still in chains. So if you have seen this, truth resonates with us. So if your mind is opening, if you are awakening, the truth will immediately resonate with you. And I always say, do it first for yourself. don't just accept what you hear as absolute truth. If it resonates, try it. Try hydrating yourself. See what happens. And you will see that what I describe is happening. And once when you have your experience, then share it with others and help awaken people. We have to try. It's a slow process. I'm trying for 20 years already I'm doing this. I should just tape it and just put these tapes and keep putting these tapes out, because I'm tired repeating the same thing for 20 years. But many people have been helped. And some are helping others in big way. It's happening in Norway, in Italy, in Slovenia. So, whatever country you are at, now in Poland is going to start. So whatever country you are at, first do it yourself. Get your experience. Read through my articles. Read my books. It's easy knowledge. And it's truth. And you empower yourself to become healer and help others. Thank you for listening. Till next time. Love you all. Namaste. God bless you.